Webb now from the gun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. It's McCoy, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Palmer being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Palmer maybe not in love with the personnel or the call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. They'll
run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw on 3rd down. Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
He's seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Palmer on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And a huge play that time. 63 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And now a first down following that long gain. First and goal, Perkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He gets it to Matthews, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll need to get the playoff quickly. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Webb. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Left side here, caught by Clay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
They'll go again to McCoy. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down throw. Webb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time for a break.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue, landing. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
On 1st and 10, Webb escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Here we go now. Watching now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, it's Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.